Kaugnay sa umano'y 10 billion peso pork barrel scam at sa itinuturong utak nito na si Janet Lim Napoles, makakapanayam natin si Ginoong Vincent Lazatin, Executive Director ng Transparency and Accountability Network. Magandang umaga, Vince.
Magandang umaga, Howie.
Mabilis ang mga pangyayari, ano? Kasi itong mga revelations na inuugnay si Janet Lim Napoles dito sa scam ay lumabas noong Hulyo. In September, she's behind bars or at least in a detention facility and facing trial, almost sure trial. Anong role ng public opinion dito sa bilis ng mga pangyayari?
Siguro dahil nga sa social media, nakita natin yung sa Twitter, sa Facebook, ito talagang pinag-usapan sa mga nasa social media. Kasi mas lalo nung lumabas yung mga video tsaka lifestyle ni Napoles, talagang nakita natin yung galit ng mga tao dito sa isyung to, tsaka diretso kay Napoles herself.
But the government responded, no, to this. Yung ba yung isang result nito? Itong outrage sa social media, sa Facebook. Kasi pwede naman i-deadma yan ng gobyerno, di ba?
Pero yun, yung social media, hindi lang sa discussion, lumabas sa kalye. Nung last Monday, nakita natin yung rally sa Luneta. And I think the government can't help but respond to this. Kasi it's a very loud response from the public. And so nakita natin, pati yung presidente, nagbago yung salita niya doon sa pork barrel. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, sinasabi niya...
He was defending it.
Yeah, to defend it. Sabi niya, kailangan yung pork barrel, isuspend muna. And then, 2 Fridays ago, sabi niya, panahon na para i-abolish. So nakita natin yung change in thinking of the president on this. And I think that's largely due to the public outcry na nakita natin sa social media at saka itong
Pero at the same time, nung in-announce ni Pangulo na i-abolish na yung PDAF, no? This is the Friday before the Monday million people march, no?
Right.
And some people were saying na para ma-preempt yung galit ng mga tao doon sa hindi na sumipot. Ang dami pa rin sumipot, no? Right. At maraming nagda-doubt in fact, sa sincerity ng Pangulo na yun nga, nagkaroon nga ng parang laro sa social media na mga ibang pangalan na lang na yun nakakatawa.
Kasi
no?
Yung dinidefend niya before that Friday, 23rd, 24th, tapos biglang sasabihin niya, panahon na para i-abolish, ito yung bago. At kung makita mo yung bago, parang halos pareho kasi may pera pa rin na naka-allocate para sa mga legislators. Iba lang yung proseso, hinigpitan lang yung proseso. So, para sa iba, parang pareho lang yun So, I think it will take time for the president.
So for you, the issue is more than just the corruption of the funds.
Yes.
It's having discretion over funds, having funds for projects. Kasi yung argument naman ng mga politiko, including Pangulong Aquino, is lawmakers need these funds kasi kahit lawmakers sila, lalapitan pa rin sila ng mga constituents for mga libing, yung mga scholarships, mga medical mission. So they really need these funds.
I don't agree with that thinking of the president. Hindi naman kailangan ng pondo yung mga legislators. Kung may lumalapit sa kanila for libing, for scholarships, for medicine, they should refer these people to the local governments because this is better handled by the local governments. Ang sinasabi ko,
we're going to need a big change in political culture for that. In fact, our culture itself na lumalapit sa mga politiko para humingi ng mga kung ano-ano.
I mean, we have to recognize that legislators are there to make laws, not to help you with your living or with medicine or whatever. Pero sinasabi ko, yung original sin ng pork barrel, yung legislative pork barrel, is the way it is used by the executive to influence the legislature. Nakita natin yun nung panahon ni GMA, ni dating Pangulong Arroyo, na ginamit niya yung pork barrel para hindi umanlad yung mga impeachment complaints.
But can't you also use pork barrel as leverage to get real reforms through? I mean, nakikita naman natin na yung Kongreso passed some reform bills, sin tax, yung reproductive health law, no, na malaki rin yung opposition doon, which were supported by the executive. So, would you begrudge the executive having that leverage to push reforms through Congress?
Ang sumatatal nun is ginamit ang pera para umandar yung priority. Hindi dapat Hindi dapat pera ang magiging motivation, di ba? It really becomes a substitute for political parties. Because kung tutuusin, kung may tunay na political party, kung halimbawa yung LP ay isang tunay na political
So
party.
you're saying it's not a real political party,
In
yung
my
Liberal
definition,
Party?
in my definition, hindi pa ang Liberal Party. Kasi unang-una, wala siyang clear na ideology. Wala siyang clear na political ideology ang Liberal Party.
Yung,
Hindi klaro sa atin yun.
yung daang matuwid, anti-corruption.
Hindi, panahon lang
it's a platform.
Panahon lang ni, it's a platform. Panahon lang ni Pinoy yan. Lumabas yung daang matuwid. Pero ano bang political ideology? So ang pork barrel ay naging substitute para sa political parties. Kasi kung tutuusin, ang political party dapat talaga ang should be the one to determine what the legislative priority is. Kung sa LP, yung priority ay RH, ay syntax, yung mga kaalyado, yung mga kapartido, they should push that regardless of the existence of pork barrel.
Of having a pork barrel or not. Okay. So, ito binabasa ko rin itong Asian Wall Street Journal at yung mga ibang international observers na very positive yung tingin nila dito sa mga pangyayari sa atin. Itong ang correspondent ng Wall Street Journal, sinasabi pa nga niya, itong once relaxed attitude to corruption in the Philippines has largely evaporated under Mr. Aquino's stewardship. So, mas aggressive na ngayon. You agree with this?
Well, I wouldn't say na evaporate siya. Pero ang maganda rito sa pork barrel scam and then the Monday march, protest, it is the first time that we have this kind of protest on a specific issue. Hindi siya personality-based eh.
Meaning in previous mga mass action na ganito was to bring presidents down?
Right.
Or to target personalities?
If we compare it, for example, to EDSA 1 and EDSA 2, those are specific to personalities. EDSA 1 was against Marcos, EDSA 2 against ERAP. So, this is the first time that we had a mass protest na ganitong kalaki against a specific issue, against a specific policy. And I think that's a very important distinction now that has to be made.
That's progress, politically.
Yes, I think so. Because we're not focused on individuals. Siyempre, yung galit ay tutok kay Napoles. But it was about an issue. And the issue is about pork barrel and the continuation of pork barrel. I think that's a
In fact, yung mga ini-interview madalas, it was really about the issue rather than a particular person.
Yes. Yes. I mean, siyempre, galit tayo kay Napoles kasi she's a personification of this problem. Diba? But the real problem is the continuation of the pork barrel.
Okay, what's next? Okay, since it's part of our political evolution, since I mean, kung mawala nga itong discretionary funds, ay baka mag-mature pa tayo politically in terms of having real political parties. But itong Napoles issue, yung case niya, people are assuming na kakanta siya, and will involve others, yung mga ibang utak nitong malaking scam, so people will not be satisfied with just convicting or prosecuting Ms. Napoles?
I don't think so because ayon dun sa report ng Inquirer nung lumitaw tong scam ni Napoles, may nababanggit na pangalan na mga senador, kongresista. At ayon sa report, kasabwat sila sa scam ni Napoles. So
But they're also claiming ignorance na hindi naman namin alam na napunta sa bogus NGO.
Well, hindi tanggap yung ganong klaseng excuse, Kasi ultimo silang mananagot dito sa pork barrel nila. Diba? Sino bang mananagot kung hindi sila? So, kung si Napoles lang ang ikukulong, kung siya lang, parang kulang pa eh. Kasi kung totoo yung mga reports, kasabwat yung ibang mga legislators, dapat sila rin ang managot dito.
So, at this point, gauging public opinion, yung outrage, and then yung political events so far, sa tingin mo, may makukulong na kongresista o senador dahil dito?
Well, mahirap din sabihin dahil naman natin yung mga kongresista natin tsaka mga senador natin, napaka-powerful,
But public opinion is also appearing very powerful now.
Yes. And sana matuloy itong outrage ng public opinion. Mababawasan o makalimutan ng publiko itong problema ng katiwalian dito sa pork barrel. So it's up to the advocates and some of the thought leaders to continue this level of disgust and involvement of public opinion.
Kasi siguro now that Napoles will face trial, baka malimutan na tong issue dahil anyway lumalakad na yung kaso.
Sana naman hindi. Kasi yung kaso na ito ay sa illegal detention pa lang. wala pa siyang kaso sa, dito sa pork barrel. So, lalabas pa yan siguro in the succeeding months.
Okay. Maraming salamat. Vincent Lazatin, Executive Director ng Transparency and Accountability Network. Hindi pa tapos itong kwento.